I think I realized very early on that there's a need for women's motorcycle gear because I started riding almost 20 years ago. Back then, there were either leather chaps or men's racing suits, and there was nothing in the middle and definitely nothing for smaller riders, including women. When I first moved to Australia, I started a small business called Flying Solo Gear Company. And so it grew from nothing. It was so bootstrapped. People were coming over to my house to look at the gear in person. And I was like, I can't have this. I can't keep doing this. I stumbled upon this concrete hole in the wall, no running water situation, 29 square meters, and hired a space. We had maybe 2 jackets and 3 pairs of pants for sale, and they were starting to sell really well. 5 months, I grew out of it. We then moved into South Melbourne space, and we renamed it into Peak Moto. And from there, we started focusing on women's motorcycle gear. It was incredibly hard to start this business in a male-dominated industry. There's no lie about that. That there's a belief that female motorcycle riders just don't exist. Or if they do exist, they'll be fine with men's gear. Definitely want to change what people expect out of a motorcycle gear shop, especially if you're a woman. We put women front and center. Our team is fully female. Peak Moto is owned by 2 women. We are very much going against the grain of what traditional motorcycle gear shops are. Peak Moto currently has 2 locations. We have Melbourne headquarters where we dispatch all of our goods, and we have a big showroom. We also have our Brisbane satellite shop.
Oh my goodness. I find when customers come into the store and they realize that we're female owned and operated and we literally specialize in women's motorcycle gear, a lot of our customers, they kind of gasp like, oh my goodness, that's so cool, no way, because there's not a lot out there. So you compromise fashion for safety, safety for fit.
They have such a broad range, as you can see the colour behind me. That's why, I like this outfit.
A lot of the time you would be with a customer for maybe an hour or 2 of just chatting about what sort of bike they've got, what sort of style of riding they want to do. They try all the options, so there's a lot of repeat customers as well.
We want to just normalize the fact that you can come in as you are, whatever you are. So whether that means women in the motorcycle community, which is heavily male dominated, or another marginalized group, LGBTQ plus community. I grew up in a life of contrast, and part of my life involved being completely exiled for the genders of people that I've been with. And my family life was actually a very safe place to be. Why wouldn't I bring that kind of love and acceptance into my business? It's just a no-brainer.
It sounds so dramatic, but it feels very hopeful that something like this exists now. I find that if they feel like they're not in a very small bracket of the generic build, which most women are not, we'll have wider hips, different body proportions. I find that the struggle is finding gear that fits. A lot of manufacturers don't even do plus size in riding gear. And on the opposite end of that, it's very hard finding riding gear that is equally very petite.
We actively stock AU4 to AU28 where possible. If the manufacturer provides it, we will stock it. There's thousands of types of motorcycles, and we believe that all motorcycles are beautiful. So it only makes sense that somebody can walk in with the body that they have and it's 100% acceptable here.
I really hope that Peak Moto gives that community and people a place just to feel safe, welcomed, environment where they can really be themselves and they can come in with their friends, have a great time, not feel judged. I hope it really gives them a place where they feel like they have value as a person.
It's something I realised after meeting some new friends is motorcycling is not just a lone wolf activity. It's not just solo. There's a whole community that I've kind of tapped into. This is a huge part of that, which is just amazing to be around. It hits me here just thinking about it. It's lovely. It is truly lovely to be around.
you're never too late to get into bikes. You just have to start. And you really don't know what kind of doors it may open, because when I started riding and I was just a commuter for years, I had no idea that it would then become my passion and my purpose to then give back to the community the way I want to.